The U.S. food system is due for change. Today, food produced through this system harms both people and planet. It creates distance between producers and consumers, erases biological and cultural diversity essential for resilience, extracts both land and labor, widens the wealth gap, and dispossesses communities of their food sovereignty. When we divest from an industrialized and consolidated food system, and instead invest in our region's community-driven local food economy, we can cultivate justice, fight climate change, and build resilience. The San Diego Food System Alliance brings together farmers, fishermen, food business owners, and their communities to build a food system that works for everyone. Our programs directly support the viability of producers, guide our region's long-term outlook, and bring sectors together to collaborate for a more just, resilient future. We work towards the goals and objectives in San Diego County Food Vision 2030, collectively developed by our community. Through our 3 pillars, community and coalition building, community storytelling, and community wealth building, we work to shift political, economic, and narrative power in our food system. Here are a few highlights from 2024.
On October 17, we hosted our 4th annual gathering, which drew over 550 attendees keen to explore the theme of cooperation. San Diegans are eager to know about cooperative business models, shared wealth, and how to transition from a society focused on capitalism and individual profit to one that focuses on shared human and planetary needs. Throughout the year, we continue to convene our stewardship committee, made up of local farmers, fishermen, food business owners, organizers, and nonprofit leaders for important cross-sector collaboration and mobilizing around policy priorities. We worked with the County of San Diego on their Food Justice Community Action Plan, providing recommendations and advocating for greater funding and dedicated staff. The plan passed unanimously with community support, and the Alliance stands ready for further advocacy in 2025. Finally, the Alliance created opportunities for youth to engage in the food system movement. We convened 8 youth-led organizations and 40 high school and college students at the inaugural Youth Summit at this year's annual gathering.
We made enormous strides with our local food economy lab, where we support the viability of small-scale farmers, fishermen, and food business owners. This year, we impacted over 150 businesses with technical assistance, workshops, coaching, and other services. Since launching the lab, we've mobilized nearly $450,000 in grants and low-interest loans for businesses in our local food economy, and secured an additional $700,000 for a farmer fund. Through Pollinator, our 2-year business coaching program, we supported 13 local food businesses. All participants surveyed reported that they gained new, tangible skills and are more confident about the long-term viability of their businesses. We held 3 workshops in 2024 on cooperative development and advocacy, with a total of 139 attendees. Through the Land Tenure and Stewardship Initiative, we engaged over 100 individuals in a collaborative effort to secure equitable land tenure for underserved farmers. Our hope is to nurture community stewardship of lands and build cooperative economies through this initiative. In July, we formalized an agreement with IRC's Center for Economic Opportunity to make flexible, affordable loans available to borrowers without access to traditional financing. We published 8 online resource libraries containing vetted information on topics such as regulations, land access, soil health, marketing, and more.
The Alliance regularly reaches over 6,000 people, and our community continues to grow. In 2024, we published 8 issues of Rooted Relations, our community newsletter that aggregates events, jobs, and volunteer opportunities. This newsletter consistently receives nearly 50% open rates. We published 25 videos this year on our growing YouTube channel, including event recordings, community stories, and educational videos about issues in our food system. We also refreshed our brand and logo, leveling up our communications and operations to better reflect and serve our vibrant, diverse community.
Finally, the Alliance invested deeply in our organizational infrastructure and team resilience. Together, our staff and board continue to advance a shared leadership model and democratize our organization. We hope to model the cooperative values we wish to see in the world. We invite you to join us in cultivating justice, fighting climate change, and building resilience by transforming our food system. Thank you to all who dream with us for your support.
I think the power of the Alliance is in the fact that it brings together so many amazing qualified people who are actually doing the work.
In the pollinator program, CapDance was one of the businesses selected, and we got a lot of support, primarily business planning, to really identify what, one, made our business special, but two, how is that actualized in the operations and the practices. I mean, it went beyond business. It went into personal and really making sure that there was alignment.
Yeah, I love the pollinator program, and it has been very pivotal in our survival and our scope of thinking, as well as just production-wise, to have the technical support from experts around us, it's just nourishment of small farms.
I came as part of the Youth Summit because I was really interested in learning about the different types of work that people are doing in San Diego, and I've always been super passionate about local agriculture and sustainable seafood, and so I was excited to kind of meet all these different people.
So far, I've learned about the struggles of growing fresh produce, and we really don't learn about this at school.
I think when we start to think about food as life and a life-sustaining resource, and what that means for health and what that means for overall societal outcomes and really creating the society we want to live in, it starts with that connection.
I think the work that the Food System Alliance and the Local Food Economy Lab is doing for San Diegans is critically important. And so anything that we can do to expand the reach of the Alliance, the effectiveness of the Alliance, is critically important to the future of having a better food system for us all in the community.